it hits. Q97.1, Danny Solis, afternoon driving it. But right now, we're doing a special in the lobby interview with a very, very special guest. We have Dev live in the flesh. How are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I got to say, and we talked a little bit off there, I got to say not just welcome, but welcome back to Q97.1 because it's been a couple years, but you did a show a couple years ago in Fresno. You remember that?
I do. It was fun. There's a lot of people there.
The first thing that I noticed when Dev walked up in the building is that you're sporting and rocking a whole new hair color.
I am. I got bored. It's like purple and silver. A couple months ago it was blue. I'm feeling it.
I think it looks dope. We got a new single out, Sage the Gemini. It's Dev and Sage the Gemini up on this song called Kiss It. And I know you've been doing a million interviews and you've explained what Kiss It means. And since we're doing this online, I think I could say kiss my ass. We can say ass on the internet, right? We can say ass. If we can't say ass, we're going to bleep. Every time I'm saying ass, we're going to bleep it.
Ass.
It's about being, hey, you know what? You're talking to all these fools who tried to keep you down and talking trash.
Yes, it's anti-haters.
And seriously, the fact that Sage Gemini is up on this track, I'm not going to lie, sometimes people will put out a track and just put a verse by a rapper just for the hell of it. But the Sage Gemini verse totally fits this song.
I think so too. Thank you. Yeah, I was really happy and excited on what he did on the record. So yeah, I'm glad you like it.
But you're totally young. You're totally young in the game, and the fact that you have hooked up with so many ridiculous artists, like nationwide, worldwide known artists, how does that even register in your brain, being so young in the game?
It's awesome. I mean, obviously, you know, G6 kind of doing its thing put me in that position, which was, it was great for me. I got to work with Travis Barker and David Guetta and, a lot of really cool people. So, yeah.
Cool. Enrique Iglesias, you worked with him too, right?
I did.
Hey, how was that? Well, he's all like, hey, hello, Dev. How are you doing, mamacita?
He kind of did exactly that,
Right.
which is awesome. But yeah, he was really sweet. We had a good time.
So you were actually in the studio with him, yeah?
We did the song separately, but obviously the video we did together. Because we were both kind of touring at the time that we were recording the song, so we re-recorded separately.
So you mentioned like a G6. Obviously that joint, that was the one where it's like, hey, everyone was like, who is this chick saying fly like a G6? And everyone had kind of Dev on top of their brain. But that you totally didn't even record that portion of that song for that song. It was basically a sample of a song that you did on the indie scene, right?
Yeah, it was for my song Booty Bounce. Yeah.
And then that song. That's a cut right there.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a fun time. Booty Bounce and like G6 face down low. Pretty ignorant and fun.
It was ignorant. One of my favorite lines from Booty Bounce too was, I think, something like, I ain't too pretty to slap a hoe.
Slap a hoe.
Let's talk about this joint right here, Kiss It. Now, we heard it. We played it a million times up on Q97.1, one of the most played radio stations in the country, by the way.
Thank you, Boo.
Yeah, you're welcome. But I want to talk about a version minus Sage the Gemini that I heard up online that was so freaking dynamite that I had to put it on repeat like 5 or 6 times. It was the acoustic version of this joint.
Oh, I was like, oh no, something leaked. Oh yeah, oh, okay. I just got nervous.
So it was basically you and 2 dudes with a couple acoustic guitars.
It was that was fun. Obviously, I kind of wanted to laugh at myself the whole time I was singing it acoustically because I'm like, kiss my ass, trying to be. But it was good. It was fun to do.
I heard another cover from Dev. And seriously, I'm like 20% rock dude inside too. AWOL Nation, that joint Sail that's a dope song. Love it. One of my favorite rock. It's one of my favorite rock songs.
They're so rad. I
right?
love them. Yeah, they're rad.
And then I saw up on friggin' YouTube or whatever the hell, and it said Dev covers AWOL Nation. I'm like, what? And that was another one I totally want to steal it and illegally download it for my iPod. I totally did.
Go ahead. I won't even be mad.
New album coming out, but did I hear correctly? Are you going to drop an EP first?
Yes, I am in the process of finishing that up, so there's not a real date, but there will be an EP and then hopefully an album. So I'm excited to put new music out again.
Nice. All right. Well, before we cut this interview short, I love talking about you, and we're gonna pick up. Everyone's gonna download "Kiss It," Dev featuring Sage the Gemini, and we're gonna look out for the album. But I want to talk about influences of you coming up, because like a lot of stuff I read, you kind of quote rappers, you quote a lot of artists from a lot of different genres. So coming up, who would you say, yeah, that's who I want to be like, or that's why I want to get into music?
Oh my gosh, I go through so many phases in life in general, but I think music growing up, my parents listened to a lot of like grunge stuff when I was a kid, So I remember like Alice in Chains and Nirvana, but I always loved Queen. But you know, as a teenager, I got into like Eminem and then like Atmosphere and then Katy Perry. Yeah, it does kind of jump all over.
That's
But
cool.
yeah, I like taking little pieces from all kinds of different.
So what's in your deck right now? What are you bumping right now as you're driving town to town, radio station to radio station, doing interview to interview?
What have we been? Oh, we've been listening to, mainly my stuff.
Nice.
But yeah.
So she does listen to Dev music in the car. Oh my gosh, I love this song by me. It's so great.
So good.
It's so good.
My favorite song.
All right, well, Dev live up in the Q97.1 lobby. I appreciate the time. Any last words for the 559 for Fresno?
I want to say thanks for all the support always. I always have a good time here. So thank you.